as a person who's made independent films, I work with you on projects with Dr. Boyce, projects that I'm really proud of, that I think are great storytelling and great depictions of Black people. But I think that are Black people interested, right? When I think about how 50 Cent got 17 power books of drug dealing, and I think about how it's easier to get a story greenlit if it's a hard knock life story rather than a Black version of the Notebook, it's kind of exhausting to me, right? But I also know, as a person who deals with digital metrics every day for a living, like that is the world that I'm in. Who is clicking on what? I know for a fact that y'all not clicking on positivity. I know for a fact that the negativity always draws y'all in. So it's always going to be harder for filmmakers, if the validity is Hollywood, right? So never mind, my film did, film circuits and won awards and the film festivals and all of these things that other filmmakers look at, and it's cool because we understand how hard it is to get into those spaces. But the audience does not have an appetite. So I'm indicting the audience, right? Kudos to Ryan Coogler for what he's been able to do, creating these fantasy worlds of Black Panther and bringing, Apollo Creed's son to life and the Creed films and just all of these imaginative things that he's been able to do. But for the most part, most of us Black filmmakers struggle with getting support from a Black audience, because unless you have a big Hollywood bankroll, people don't take you very seriously and people don't support the work. And that's just the hard truth.
That's real. Listen, and I'm gonna keep. That's how I met Dr. Boyce, right? I was starting a production company in 2011, and I came across an article. I was like, Deborah Lee basically said, "Listen, I hear y'all saying that Black people want positive programming, but let me tell you, no, they don't." Right? And I said, "Oh, she got us twisted. Yes, we do." Right? And so I was searching the web, came across an article of a very vocal Black man by the name of Dr. Boyce Watkins. I didn't know him at the time, but he was saying some really good things about Black people. And so I reached out to him and said, "Hey, can I use these things?" And we've been creating things ever since. But to go off what you said, let's talk a little bit about like trauma, Nicole. A lot of the reason why we want to see ourselves in those roles, I don't know if it's uh, art imitating life or life imitating art. I'm not sure if we're being given certain narratives and then eating off it and saying this is true Black life and giving it back. What is it?